And I'll never forget, the story came out on the news, and it was so funny, like when it first came out, because all these like people would come in, but especially older people. They would come in and be like, "Hey, do you have this?"
I was closing by myself. This old guy comes in, had just given him a beer. I had 2 friends at the end of the bar, just chatting with them. They're drinking, and then I just hear, "Hey, Poindexter."
Who calls people Poindexter anymore?
I had like the classic like black horn rimmed glasses.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What? And he's like, "I want another beer."
What are you guys doing? I'm like, oh, we just made a beer up the street, here playing pool, having drinks afterwards. He goes, "Well, where do you work?" I'm like, "Oh, we're at LUA." And he goes, "LUA, I went there recently. I paid $8.50 for a beer."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, you got the cheap one." And then we stopped talking to him.
Hey, I'm James Heckathorn, the lead brewer here at LUA Brewing on the Poor People podcast. Shar here is demonstrating, pouring Gills Pils, our flagship German Pilsner. We brew them the traditional way, and we also pour them in a very traditional way, I suppose. These 3 taps right here are Czech side pull taps, the way that we brew lager. There's a technique called spunding, so about halfway through fermentation, we'll cap the tank that all the natural CO2 that is made during the fermentation process is kept inside the beer, which provides a higher carbonation level, and it does need a different sort of faucet to be poured out of. German beers technically are also this higher carbonation level, so we use these side pulls. They are meant to be dipped in the beer as well, and then based on where it's at, it can either be straight liquid or foam. Gills Pils typically takes 5 to 7 minutes, 10 minutes.
If you want it really, really nice.
Char's the best at pouring these. But the point of these is also that it preserves a little more body of the beer, creates a nice, tight, dense foam cap that also brings a beautiful amount of aroma and really gives you a unique experience for drinking the beer that is definitely a throwback to old world beers as compared to, I guess, more widespread methods as just like a regular tap. Yeah, very proud of that. So we try to pour it as well as we brew it.
We also have like aprons for some groups where they can see it.
Impressive chug. All right, welcome to Poor People. I am your host, Jaden.
I am your guest, James Heckathorn. I'm the lead brewer here at LUA Brewing.
And I'm Pete Holmgren. I am the general manager here at LUA Brewing.
And I am your co-host, Bradley.
And we are your poor people today at LUA Brewing. Dude, we've been wanting to do this episode probably since we started doing Poor People. So we're really excited to be here, honestly. This is going to be a really good episode, I think.
Yeah,
It will be.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
I mean, I see the clips and I'm like, when are they going to reach out to us? And
Pete every Monday he's like, "Look at this, another clip.
yeah, what's
Haven't
going
reached
on?
out yet. What
Yeah.
is this?"
Glad the algorithms are pushing our shit.
And I'm
on
glad
the
we're
feed.
here right now, honestly. Yeah, we've been, like I said, we've been wanting to do this for a while. So let's just start with you, James. Give us a little bit of your background and like how you got started in the service industry and how you got to here.
Yeah, for sure. It was 2016. It was now a decade ago. Ugh.
God damn.
What's up with that? I was just finishing college, non-traditional student. Just saying that.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I mean, I took a gap year that I went back, and I took too many years. Like a really shitty Van Wilder. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I did roughly the same thing. I went back twice, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, at the end, 2016, so craft beer was kind of kicking off in Des Moines. I was up at Iowa State, so really not that far from here. Confluence was 3 years open. Exile 2, I think, and Confluence had a big memory for me was Confluence doing their first canning run, Des Moines IPA and Farmer John. But that last year, I really got into craft beer, and then I graduated. Thought I was going to grad school, that fell through, and I was like, well, I need another direction in life, so I started Drinking more. That wasn't helping with my direction in life, but no. And then I started homebrewing a lot. I'd been homebrewing a little bit before that, but really getting into it, tinkering and stuff. And I started working at Twisted Vine back when they were in West Des Moines, and then that wasn't full time, so I needed another job. So I applied to El Bait Shop, and that's where I met Pete, because Pete trained me on my first shift. And even though it was a training shift, so I was, you don't normally get tipped out on. Pete gave me $20.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you worked hard.
$20 in 2017 money. That's got to be like $45 now.
Yeah, you hit that value menu back then.
Oh,
So I
dude.
was like, I
$20 went a long way back then.
I fed my household for 3 whole days. I was the household.
I fed myself. for 3
Exactly.
days.
And then after that, I was flirting with the service industry. I would like work a service job for like a year, find an office job for like 4 months, and I'm like, this sucks. I hate looking at a computer. I started bartending at 515, Reclaimed Rails.
Okay.
505, like out in like almost like Windsor Heights.
Yeah, rest in peace. They
RIP.
just closed.
I was
Oh,
gonna
no.
say, yeah,
End
I
of the
thought
year.
they did. Yeah.
Yeah. And then was still homebrewing this whole time. And then this was like 2020. So like August, September, something
Great
like that. Yeah, it was a really good time.
Amazing year.
So pandemic was in full force, and I was bartending at Reclaimed Rails, and the head brewer of Cabco at the time was also bartending there, Aaron, and he's like, "Hey, I'm leaving soon. You should apply for this job." And I was like, "Okay, I don't have a chance in hell, but I'll do it." And I was one of like 2 people that applied, and I got it because I think I agreed to a very, very low salary. But I was like, this is what I want to do. So I worked there for like 2.5 years. And then in November 2022, Zach Dunbar, who was, he's a founder here. He was more involved in the brew house back then, but he reached out to me. He's like, hey, we're looking for a 3rd person to be in the brew house. You should consider applying. And I did. And they said, why not? And so January 1st, 2023, I started here at LUA. And I've been here since. And then I slowly, not even slowly, it's actually been quite quick, climbed the ranks of just like brewer. And then I was, I think,
You were the head of R&D.
yes, I was R&D. And then I changed my title to lead brewer because they're kind of the same thing here.
What's
But
R&D?
Research and development,
Oh, okay.
which I still do. But now I also kind of manage the brew house on a more day-to-day level.
My brain went random number degenerator. Like a degenerate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could describe me as such.
That's a good band name too.
Degenerate?
Degenerator.
Oh, Degenerator, yeah.
Or beer name.
Or
Or
good
beer
beer
name.
name, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's probably already a hardcore band out of, like, New Jersey or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said you started like mostly home brewing. Did you
Yeah.
do brewing like within a company before here also?
Yeah, so I worked. I was the head brewer at Cabco.
Oh,
Court
gotcha.
Avenue. Yeah,
Gotcha,
for 2.5
yeah, yep.
years, and then before that, when I was at Twisted Vine, they let me brew a few beers there, just like very small batch, and same with Reclaimed Rails.
I've heard the guy at Twisted Vine is very scientific with his beers.
Brian Sabis for sure, absolutely. But they also have like 5 or 6 brewers there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Sabis is the GOAT for sure. That guy's awesome. One of the best American light lagers I ever had was a homebrew that he made. Still homebrews as he works there too. It was insane.
So, okay,
Loved
your home brewing, I have like very little knowledge of that. Basically, my extent of the knowledge is like the Mr. Beer, like
Yeah.
homebrew pack that you can buy.
Sure.
And then it's just, you just get some water and put in the packets and
Yeah.
let it sit for a while.
Sure.
Were you doing something more complicated than that? Or was it
I was
just.
doing like in the hobby they call all grain, which I mean is so you're actually getting the barley and the barley, you're doing the whole process, the mashing process, the water into the boil, doing a full boil, adding hops, whatever. So it's like a very similar process to what we do here. Obviously, ours is more upscale. You know, we're doing 325 gallons at a time, and I was just doing 5 gallons at a time.
Right.
But yeah, I was trying to get as breaking it down as scientific as possible, like really getting to understand and know the process.
Okay.
So I thinking at the time that, oh, this would definitely help me in getting a professional job, but professional brewing is much different than home brewing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Focusing on the brewing is probably 20% of my job. I mean, there's 80% other things that I'm doing that are also beer related. But I mean, you know, managing inventory is a huge thing. You know, we're just like
You're counting yeast cells.
yeah, counting yeast. Yeah, that's a thing I do. Yeah, doing stuff like that, like, is not things that it would really prepare you for, but it at least gives you, at least if you can understand the process, then you are, at least you can show you're like trainable as long as you're flexible. Because
Right.
like, if you were coming in and like applying for somewhere and you want to be a professional brewer, like, well, I've homebrewed for 5 years, I know all this stuff, but you like are so rigid in what you're doing, you're gonna be unsuccessful because some of those things just do not scale. That's what I've always prided myself, and I'm very good at like asking questions, asking direction, and being open to other things. That's, I think, is how I got to have such a good relationship with Zach here, because I would like be calling Zach, not calling Zach a ton, but I'd be like, oh my god, your guys' hazies are so good, or your stouts are so good. Like, can I pick your brain for a little bit? Like, I'm not. I can be humble for sure. I'm not like so proud that I won't listen to other people. Like, there's every conversation is an opportunity to learn something. So why would you shut yourself off from that?
Absolutely.
Good attitude to bring. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially as a brewer, I feel like that's not as common. I feel like brewers are kind of get like sometimes do, not to talk negatively, but like sometimes are very proud people, you know, very like.
Oh, yeah, you could. I think you should be proud of what you do.
Absolutely,
Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of. I mean, most of the beer on tap, I would say I'm very proud of.
Yeah.
You almost
yeah,
mean
yeah.
like they're like setting their ways like this is the best way.
Right,
My
yeah.
way is the best.
That's
way.
what I
Yeah,
mean, more or
for
less.
sure.
Yeah. That they get
There's
stuck.
definitely people like that for
Right.
sure. And you know what? Your work speaks for yourself. So
Yeah, and I've had, I don't know, 3 different hazies already, and they're amazing. So,
oh, thank you.
yeah.
Well, we got plenty, so
Yeah,
we'll try them all.
Second Gills
beers.
pills and they go down so smooth.
Yeah.
Gills is the goat.
Yeah,
Love
so
that.
goddamn
That
good.
beer. So that was
Like I want to try more stuff, but like this is so good.
Jaden, you've had 3 beers since we got here.
No. Since this morning.
2.5.
All right.
Had one on the way here.
Yeah. I had a roadie on the way here. I had 3 for breakfast, and then 4 here. No, just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
built a shed we're doing a pop-up called the Poconos.
Oh, nice.
Everybody does holiday pop-ups, but we didn't want to do like a real Christmassy pop-up.
Yeah.
So we're all big It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia
Oh,
fans.
I love It's Always Sunny.
There's an episode where they're at the Poconos,
Yeah.
and we're like, well, fucking take that as a name.
All right, Pete. Let's hear from you. Like, how did you get started in the service industry, and how did you get to being the general manager here at LUA?
Yeah. Gosh, I've been in it for 22 years now.
Damn.
You're gonna start with Village Inn.
No, I had one job before Village Inn.
Oh, you did.
Village Inn's goated though.
The village is so good.
In high school, I got a job at the Greenbrier, and I got fired because, like any high school kid, didn't care about my schedule. Forgot to take homecoming off. Got scheduled for homecoming, didn't show up. So got the axe. That was my foot in the door. And then Village Inn. After that, I started at Village Inn. I just worked there when I was going to DMAC. It was awesome. I'd work like Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings, breakfast, and just get my shit rocked.
Yeah.
Deal with some great customers, but some shitty people. And it got me a good foundation. I worked at El Bait Shop.
Okay.
You guys ever remember a bar called Skull?
Yeah.
I moved from
Where like Rita's is now.
Yep, it was
Oh.
it was a Viking taco bar.
But it was not a
that's cool.
Vikings bar.
It wasn't a Vikings football team bar, and people hated that.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's so funny. It's so funny that like when you go to a place thinking it is one thing like that, and then you find out it's not, you're like, I'm never coming back.
and most people did it. It lasted about 6 months.
Yep.
Worked at Skull, and I wasn't really feeling it. And I admit, Scott, one of the owners at the Iowa Craft Beer Festival, a couple years before I had his number, and I came to the opening night of LUA. This place is so cool. This beer's so good. The space is awesome. And I drank like 20 beers here. Went to Carl's afterwards, and I think I texted Scott that night because it was him and his wife Whitney, my boss. They were just working all the shifts, like they're founding it, but they're also working every single day. So I texted him like, when you need a taproom manager, let me know. And a couple weeks later, I had a meeting with Whitney. Became the taproom manager in January 2020. And then, did that for a couple years. And when we decided to open up either or, that took away more of Whitney's focus, and I got the general manager role. It's just been that ever since. And yeah.
It's been crazy.
It seems like it. Yeah, this place has always been awesome. But do you find it hard to like remember things more often than not, like being in a brewery because of the amount of beer that you drink?
That's the weed.
Is it the weed or the beer?
That's the climbing kites talking.
Well, the only reason I was asking is because like you obviously have a very extended history, and then being in brewing, like I just feel like if I was in brewing, I would be drinking beer every single day, all the time, and then I would just forget everything.
Yeah, I think that's your first year.
Yeah, okay.
And then you either wash out or you kind of reset yourself.
Figure it out.
When I was at Cabco those first 2 years, I was fucking, oh my god, because we had a full bar too, and then like one of their house shots is the Pineapple Express.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, which is like ginger beer and pineapple vodka. The ginger beer we made ourselves too, so it was like a little sweeter.
Oh yeah.
They're so good.
So I would like, I think I was like a year in, and I hired an assistant, and me and him would. This is horrible. But like, yeah, after lunch we'd have like a beer or two, and then it was like, oh, it's 5 o'clock. Let's knock off. Let's hammer 2 of these, Pineapple Expresses, then drink another beer, then let's go home. 5 days a week. It was a mess. I don't know how my marriage survived that, but here we are.
Thank God it did. What I guess like what would your advice be to new brewers like trying like to figuring that out, I guess?
Their alcohol consumption?
Yeah, being a brewer.
Oh, therapy, self-reflection for sure.
Yeah.
You just need to be cognizant about it.
But you gotta try what you're making.
Right.
There's very much a difference between enjoying a beer and drinking it or trying it for like qualitative purposes.
Yeah.
True.
For sure.
Yeah.
Or checking quality. So you need to go into that mindset for sure. You also need to create a culture of that as well. If your culture in the back of the house is partying all the time, then it's not going to feel weird if you're hammering beers at fucking 1 on a Wednesday.
Right.
Which, you know what? If you can do that,
It's 1 on a Wednesday.
It's 1 o'clock right now.
oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
Holy shit.
What are you trying to say?
Oh my
I'm just
god.
kidding.
Well, I'm
just kidding.
Pete's technically my boss, so this is fine.
Yeah,
if he's
of course,
drinking,
yeah.
I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But, you need to create a culture that is, that makes those things like okay or not okay. So if it's just like, I guess if everyone's partying back there, then fine. I'm not saying on a personal level. If you need to reset yourself, do that. But it's really fun to be around beer. It's really cool. Absolutely, the culture around here is great. I've met some of the most amazing people in my life. But at the end of the day, it is food production.
Right.
You need to take it very seriously. And we take it very seriously here.
I do feel like LUA was one of the first breweries to like really try to set themselves apart with the kitchen. At least like in Des Moines.
Yeah, the kitchen.
I'm trying to even think of somebody else that was doing stuff like that. Like you have Raccoon River, Cabco.
I mean, Exile.
Yeah, Exile. Yeah, I guess. But Exile feels more like a restaurant first than a brewery, I guess.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we have such a small kitchen. It's amazing the amount of food they can put out.
How many burgers did we sell last year?
But sold over 17,000 Smush burgers.
Like I just remember
Dang.
like
in
hearing
a
about like
200 square
LUA
foot kitchen. Like it's
Yeah.
When LUA was first
crazy.
opening up, I mean, like, people were like, yeah, the beer's great, but like the fucking food, like you gotta go for the food.
I mean, we came out the gate with caviar on the menu. Like
Yeah.
I hadn't had caviar in my life leading up to my time here.
How'd you like it? Overrated?
I love it. And We do it well, I think. We offer a very affordable option. If you've never had it, you can try it for $25. Mm-hmm. And
The cutie.
the caviar cutie, it's awesome. But yeah, we brought in we found a Michelin star chef. He worked at the Plumed Horse in California.
Oh shit.
He applied on Craigslist
Yeah.
Whoa.
in like October 2019, a month
Yeah.
before we opened.
If that doesn't sound like a scam, I don't
I
know
was
what
like,
does.
how did you take that seriously?
And I think Whitney and Scott thought it was a joke at first.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be probably one of the best decisions Lua could have ever made. And he's so awesome, and he cares so much. And
Yeah.
it's been fun to see James's transition. Chef James. Not,
Chef James.
Not Brewer James.
Yeah.
But James's transition from like this Michelin starred chef to running a brew pub in
Yeah.
Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I think we've really helped him along personally.
exactly, yeah. It's like I was such a degenerate at El Bait Shop, like getting wasted every night on the clock. Like
I can speak to that too.
yeah, if you saw me from El Bait Shop to 2016 to 2019, you didn't see me.
Yeah, I think that's why there's been a downturn on Rumplemint sales since.
Hey,
Dude, we just did a bunch of rumplements
God, yeah.
yesterday,
That was
and
a-
I've been feeling it all day.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm fine now.
Yeah,
but
I'm
it
good.
was.
Now that I've got 6 beers in me, I'm good.
Yeah, well, we started so early yesterday. So like the hangover lasted from like midnight to 6 a.m. So
Yeah,
like
at least. At least.
it was the nighttime hangover, not the
Yeah.
not the morning
older,
after.
I feel like the older I get, the later I feel hangovers. Like now, it's like it doesn't hit me until like noon. Like I may have been drinking, like maybe had a heavy night, and then I wake up, I'm like, oh, I'm a little groggy. Actually, I don't feel too bad. And like noon rolls around, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like I'm nauseous. I'm
Do you think
sweating.
maybe you were just waking up still drunk, and that's why you were just
That's
like,
why
oh,
it's
this isn't
okay.
that bad?
Honestly, probably, yeah. Maybe. Yeah, slower metabolism, I guess, is your age.
That too,
maybe.
yeah.
I woke up at 4:30 and rode 10,000 meters. Just saying.
Shut the fuck
Nobody
up.
gives a shit.
it's not even that many meters.
Yeah. That's like 200,000 miles, dude. Nobody
Yeah,
cares.
what's that? What's that in American?
Yeah.
20 feet?
Speaking
Was that
of,
actually like 4 miles or 6 miles?
Something like that. 4 miles.
4
yeah,
miles.
sick.
Okay,
Anyways,
that is impressive.
That is-
let's talk about this championship trophy you guys got here. It says, I don't know if the camera can see it, but USA Today's 10 best #1 brew pub.
Yeah.
And you guys are the first and only one on this, right? Like, I don't know if there's anything else on the other side.
Well, okay, there's a reason for that.
So the
I thought this was just a cute centerpiece. I didn't know this is a trophy.
the USA Today does this thing called the 10 best for a lot of things in the world. And best resorts, best farm to table restaurants, and they do best brew pubs. And I don't know how long it's been going on. I would say 10 years. But we finally got a nomination for it last year around this time. And it was super cool. I didn't expect it. I got an email from USA Today. I'm like, oh my God. 10
It was
best
crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
yeah.
and so we like hit the pavement hard. Like we need to win this. This is awesome. And I've talked about it before, but people in Iowa love supporting Iowa things.
Oh, yeah.
And so as soon as we were nominated,
Well, it's
I'm
so
like,
rare that we're on the map for anything besides
Yeah.
like Slipknot and Ashton Kutcher.
exactly.
People don't even remember that Elijah.
Elijah Wood.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Elijah
forgot
Wood.
his last
He's from
name.
Cedar Rapids.
I almost said
Yeah.
Elijah Craig, and it's like,
He's the
am
Hobbit.
I an alcoholic?
But yeah, we got this nomination and the voting happened and we were at #1 for weeks. And then at the very end, the last week, they take away the placings. So you don't know
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
what position you are.
Oh.
And so we were just hammering it like on our social media and got the email that we won, and it was so cool. And I'm so proud of our team. And it's such a fun thing to be recognized for.
Yeah,
And
dude.
I'm like, we got to make a trophy.
Oh, you guys made this.
So I
love
made
that.
this trophy.
Pete made this.
That's
I did. I
awesome.
ordered it online. It's awesome. We held a party for the victory in July called the LUA Luau. We presented the trophy.
That was a crazy day.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, I want to make it a traveling trophy. So this will probably come out once nominations are out, they come out Monday, so I can talk about it. Mm-hmm. But we are nominated again.
Hey,
Nice.
But I want to do a traveling trophy, so if we don't win, whatever brewery does win or brew pub wins, we go to that brewery and do a beer with them, and they get to have it, and then hopefully they continue the tradition of best brew pub collaborating with the next one.
That's cool.
And just make it a fun thing. Hopefully we do win and we can collab with ourselves.
Yeah, there you
Be pretty
go.
sick.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. But if we don't,
I guess speaking of collabs, I know you guys have done collabed with like Untitled Art before, and then like they got like a crazy good reputation. How did you guys get involved with them? Like, how did that come about?
That's Zach.
yeah, Zach, one of our co-founders, old head brewer. Now he does a lot of stuff with Climbing Kites. He helped co-found Climbing Kites. He's a genius and one of the nicest guys I've ever met. But he used to brew at a brewery in Rochester called Forager.
Yes.
Rochester, Minnesota?
Yeah, Rochester,
Okay.
Minnesota, where he's from.
Yeah.
He's a Minnesota man.
Shout out Young Gravy.
I love Young Gravy.
Is he Young Gravy?
He's like
It's the real name.
yeah, he's a nicer Young Gravy.
Does he look like Young Gravy?
He's older.
Not at
Gravy.
all. He's older Gravy, yeah.
He's older. Gravy.
Old Gravy.
But Zach is just, I mean, the way he brews beer and his mind and just how sweet he is, like his connections in the Twin Cities and Minnesota as a whole really helped us out
Yeah.
from the start.
100%, absolutely.
So yeah, his connection with Levi from Untitled Art got us that, and a lot of our early collaborations with breweries from the Twin Cities, Black Stack, did a couple of years with Forager,
Fair State.
Fair State.
It's Kingmaker.
Yeah,
Love Fair State. Love Black Stack also.
They're
Great
good
beers.
people. Little Thistle. That was one of the first. It was before I worked here. The first anniversary beers. It was a cheesecake sour, and I remember being quite drunk with Zach here, and he was smoking a cigarette outside of that door. Like he had the door open. This is definitely after you guys were close. And I remember just being drunk enough to be like, "Yeah, you know that like cheesecake sour you guys did with Little Thistle? Hated that beer. It's like it tasted terrible." And you know what? Zach was so nice. He said, "That's fair."
they can't all be winners.
Yeah, do you feel like
Not everything is for everyone.
true?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you, James, like personally attacked if someone's like, "Oh, this beer, I don't like this beer."
No, I listen.
I'm listening.
There are multiple styles that I do not enjoy in the slightest, and that people are very passionate about. And so, you don't want to yuck anybody's yum. So I try not to, beer wise. But I have some controversial beer opinions too, and that's fine.
Like what?
I think Belgian
Stir
beers
the pot.
are terrible. The
Really?
only Belgian beer I like is Saison.
You hear that, Belgium? You hear that, Belgium?
But I can like appreciate them for what they are, but drinking them, I'm just like, this fucking sucks. I don't like any of it.
You get way too drunk
Yeah.
drinking them.
Yes. I will say a Tripel every now and then is fine. When the Red Monk was open. Is that even a thing anymore?
Oh yeah.
The Red Monk? Yeah.
Yeah.
Above
it
for
is?
all mile?
Yeah.
Oh,
Red-
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, was that a Duvel Blue? Is that the Tripel? I don't know. See, I don't even give a shit. But Belgian beers, not into them. Rice lagers, not the biggest fan.
Okay, and
What
then
else can I talk shit about? Oh,
Well-
Grodzicki's.
I don't
Yuck.
even know what that is. I've never even heard of that.
It's a smoked Polish beer.
Do you
Okay.
have like
We did one here like 4 years ago, 5 years ago at this point.
It was awesome.
No, it's disgusting. It's like 3.5%. It tastes like hams.
I love it.
Not,
ham.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
Ham.
Oh.
it tasted like
Okay.
Sorry, I should.
That
I
actually
meant-
sounds really
I meant,
good though.
I meant
Still,
hams and like there's many hams,
like
but it's a ham.
it tastes
a
like,
ham.
pork.
multiple hams.
Yes, not just like pork though, but like
cured pork.
yes, like the ham
Like
they
deli
would
meat.
make on.
Everybody says it tastes like hot dog water.
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
But
okay,
there is a
okay.
contingent of individuals that are very, very, very passionate about that stuff.
Yeah,
And
if
I say, good for you.
If you're drinking that and you go home to your partner and you're burping, they're gonna not be happy with you.
Yeah, but you know what? They probably don't know you've been drinking. It's like this man's just been eating a lot of ham. But onto that point though, what you asked though,
Babe,
it's like
I only had 18 hot dogs. Okay.
yeah, I was just crushing
Get off
hot
my
dogs
back.
with the boys.
It's a hot dog bowl.
But when people are, if people drink a beer that let's say I've made or my team, we've made them, and they don't enjoy it, that's totally fine. I'm like, that's your thing. I mean, it's objectively a good beer. Obviously, we're the #1 brew pub in America, so you're wrong. But
So
it's
suck
okay.
it.
Today, yeah.
So you're wrong.
Yeah.
We didn't say that. We were voted it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
America
That's true.
decided that.
Yeah, this is your fault. You should have
USA.
voted against us if you felt that strongly.
You're the problem. You're the reason we won.
But we have such a diverse style, a diverse range of styles that I think like anybody can come in here and find something they enjoy.
Yeah.
So we take a lot of pride in that. We have some. It's quite a wide list. Even though yes, you look and it says there are 12 IPAs, but each one of those IPAs is quite different.
Yeah.
So your hoppy boy will find something they enjoy.
You're hoppy boy. That's hilarious. Okay, I do want to transition a little bit to the flying kites, the THC drinks that you guys
Climbing
have.
kites.
Climbing
kites.
yeah.
Sorry,
Get it right.
Sorry. So when can you guys like talk about that a little bit? Just like what did you have to do to even make that possible?
So
in Iowa, at least.
So, I guess maybe Pete has more to say, so I'll just preface this with, this is, Climbing Kites did start here, and it was a LUA product for almost less than a year, probably. It is pretty divorced from everything we do here.
Okay.
It was, flavor-wise, yes, it was, and like recipe-wise, it was developed here by Zach, Scott, and Whitney. Where like they were on the ground level getting all that stuff like done. It's not legal to produce that stuff in Iowa, so they did have to find like co-packers outside of the state to do that stuff. And then within the year, it was because there was, I mean, again, like Pete was saying, Zach is a genius when it comes to like flavor development and recognition and stuff. Like he's very
unreal.
very talented
Unreal.
with that. He created the core. We started with 3, I believe. There's a very old sign in the back in the mill room of
Yeah,
like
so-
the first 3.
Yeah, so Climbing Kite started maybe before this, but we have annual meetings, talk about the future, what we can do better. And so our like leadership team took a trip to Austin, Texas in December
Our producer
2022.
Mike's ears just
Yes.
popped up. He's from Texas.
Yeah. So we took our annual meeting to Texas, and just go to bars, go to some breweries, go to restaurants, and just like let loose and talk about the future of Lua. And I know at that meeting, Zach had voiced
Just go
a
down
strong.
Dirty Sixth. Did you just walk your way down Dirty Sixth?
We did a couple times.
There you go.
Up and back.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Casey Rocket,
Oh, I
but
love
we saw
Casey
Casey Rocket like when he was first starting out.
No way.
The comic?
Yeah, and we were
Yeah.
like, "What the hell is this?" But
Scott and Zach
Was he
would
still doing
not
the same shit?
oh yeah, and I had my face had not hurt so much before. We actually, if you watch Casey Rocket, he gave us a grimace. We have a grimace photo on the grassy knoll.
Yes, yeah.
So-
That was in the office for the longest time.
Yeah.
We might have to get a picture of that.
Oh yeah, well, I think it's somewhere. We'll find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I know Zach had been thinking of climbing kites before this meeting, but it definitely was a big topic of conversation in late 2022, and then just see it happen. We released our first batch of it in April 2023.
It was April 27th, 2023, because I remember they're trying to hit April 20,
Yep.
Yeah, we tried so hard.
and it didn't quite make that, but so that's why I'll never forget that date.
I can't believe how. Okay, so hearing it came out in 23, it is surprising how quickly it did change the bar scene, like locally.
Blew up.
I'll
It
never-
was insane.
I'll never forget. Like
People would not shut the fuck up about climbing kites for. I mean, I still get asked about it on a weekly basis.
we released it for 2 weeks, and there was some slight buzz, and then the news started picking it up.
Yeah.
And I'll never
yeah.
forget, the story came out on the news like Wednesday morning, and by 1 p.m., like all of Big Grove was here meeting. Like,
What did the news say? You can get high at bars now.
yeah, and it was so funny, like when it first came out, because all these like people would come in, but especially older people.
That was so funny.
They would come in and be like,
yes.
hey, do you have this? You're not gonna get in trouble. Like if it wasn't legal, we
Yeah.
wouldn't sell it.
I remember
But like that was like the environment that like
Yeah.
that they and I guess also like we grew up in. You know,
Absolutely.
like
Yeah.
you want to buy weed, you gotta like almost a secret. It's gotta be a secret.
I remember this instance of it was like it was some company party here, and like people would come up to the bar and they're like, "Hey, do you guys can I have a climbing? Can you pour it in a cup? A climbing kite?" So, so just because they're like, well, I don't want to look like I'm doing weed on the company time, even though people are chugging beers.
Yeah, literally.
But one of our big things here, we talk about it often. One of our core values is pushing boundaries, and you'll feature the side pours in a segment. But we were the first brewery in Iowa with that, and then
That is really cool that you guys were the first ones to start doing that.
Yeah.
and we're always trying to just show people, what they should be drinking and what to do next. And so Climbing Kites was definitely our biggest showcase of that, and it brought in a whole different demographic of people who don't drink anymore. And it was a wild, like the first year was wild.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun.
And also now that we're in January, I'm getting asked about it a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all got weed drinks?
Yeah, I get asked that almost every shift. Like, do you guys have any? And so
And you
it
guys
sucks
carrying
that-
climbing kites or no?
we're not.
No, because like
We should be.
like as fast as it blew
This
up.
interview's over.
The
Drop some mic.
well, like as fast as it blew up, it was also like all these bars started carrying it. Like it was just like you have to carry it. People
Yeah.
were like demanding it so much, and then it was like as quickly as it blew up, it also came right back down because like all these insurance companies were just like,
Yeah.
oh, you're letting people get crossfaded at your bar,
And
yeah, your
banking-
rates are gonna go way up.
And banking institutions. There would be banks that would not allow you to open accounts
No
or
shit.
Wow.
do transactions or whatever. And like even like POSs too would
Because
like
you're
have
a
like
drug dealer.
Yeah,
in their eyes.
Toast tried to drop us.
yeah.
Really?
We had to go through like 3 or 4 different insurance. But Scott, one of our founders, is an attorney, and he is so fucking smart.
That's
like
awesome.
everything we've ever had problems legal wise. Scott is just on top of it, and he's so smart. He knows exactly what to say.
You guys I wish
super
Scott and
cool.
Zach were here for like a second set of interviews because
1-800 call Scott now.
Yeah, they'd be great. Like we're like the Rose Art version of them.
Yeah.
Like they're Crayola, we're Rose Art for sure.
Well, because Scott would talk 95% of the time, and then Zach would occasionally get to have a comment too. I'm just kidding, Scott. I love you.
Jaden, what do we got going on behind you? What's
we
going on?
started talking about weed, and I thought this would be a fun little
Oh, this is smart.
beer to try. It is
Yeah.
it doesn't have any marijuana in it, but
That smells like wood.
Oh yeah, it does. I remember being like 16, 17 and trying a Heineken for the first time.
Oh, that's wood.
And I remember like opening up the Heineken and being like, that fucking smells like Kush. And it just now when I smell Heineken, it just doesn't ever smell like that.
Yeah.
I brought a Heineken 6-pack on like a party bus in college. Just looking back on it, so douchey. Like, what was I doing?
And that was Austin Powers' beer of choice.
Was Heineken?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wait, Austin Powers was a real person?
No. in the movie.
So I guess if we can talk while James is in the bathroom, what's like until we get back to these, but is it harder to explain like craft beer or THC cocktails like to customers?
It's THC.
Yeah.
And it's not that hard. It's just some people just can't grasp like how it's legal
Yeah.
and what we did to make it happen. And
Well, because it's Delta 9, right?
Delta 9,
Which I think a lot of people misunderstand. Like, they think it's like weed light. They think it's not actually like THC.
no, they're from the same thing. So.
Right.
I mean, and from what my understanding is, like, it is still THC. It's just like the plant that it comes from has like a lower content of it, right? It's just
Yeah.
like a lower concentration. So you just have to have more plants to get the same amount.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing. I can't speak for Climbing Kites, but I know like just the education on it and showing people like what like. And one thing I think that's carried over from LUA to Climbing Kites with Zach and Scott is just the quality. like when you drink a Climbing Kites, you have a QR code. You can scan it. You can know all the details on it.
Yeah.
And know that it's just quality, over most other products. But yeah, the education on it's tough because
See, but I think for me, anyways, I smoke weed, and we can cut that if we need to. But I'm just saying, for me,
really.
I just very much appreciate teaching customers about THC in general, just because for me, when I drink a lot also, but when I don't want to drink, I choose a THC drink because I can still have fun. I can still be with my friends, and I don't get too weird off of it, So it's like,
Oh, I get fucking weird off of it.
but
Is this gonna make me weird?
Oh, there's no weed in this.
Okay,
There's
cool.
no weed in
It
this.
just
No, you're good.
smells and tastes and looks like it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but no, I think for me anyways, what I've experienced on the outside of LUA is that Climbing Kites really did show that. It brought it to the public of like, okay, you can still have a drink that tastes good and get a little buzz off of it and not be drunk, And so I think just people experiencing that and like knowing about that now is huge. Like just the medical, I guess, like benefits of marijuana and stuff like that, which is a whole another topic. But I have found that it's easier for people to not drink if they have a THC drink option.
100%.
So, which is again is like a huge thing. Like I never would have experienced that had Climbing Kites not been a thing, So it's just like for me being on the outside of it, I think it's so fucking cool that you guys are doing this or did do it and are just like educating the public basically on THC. And I think for me that is like amazing because I do think that like marijuana and THC alone can have benefits and it can also have negative sides to it too, depending on the person. But again, I just think it's amazing. So like, that's like, I think why from the beginning we've wanted to come here and like have this conversation with you guys because it is just so fascinating and it is just so cool. It's like so fucking cool,
Yeah,
dude.
that's awesome to hear. And yeah, it's definitely, brought in so many people that didn't know about us. And yeah, I can't remember the exact slogan, but Climbing Kites is just here to improve people's lives.
Yeah,
And
literally. That's literally what it's done. And that's what I think is so cool. And so another thing too, it was probably around 2023 when like right after Climbing Kites had came out and it was my first time coming here. And me and my two buddies who live in Colorado, they're also photographers. So we were all meeting here and we got a bunch of the Climbing Kites. And I just remember we were sitting like at this table right over here. And I just remember people coming in and just buying crates basically of the Climbing Kites, just person after person, just buying like a case of Climbing Kites and just walking out. And then it made me think like, oh God, like I got to get in on this quick before it goes away,
Yeah.
So and that's also another really cool thing too.
yeah, because when it first came out, we were the only place with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The hot batches, those days were
those
crazy.
6 months were absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Like we were selling, $40,000-$50,000 worth a week.
And that was when you guys still had the 10% too.
Ah,
And I loved the 10%, dude, because I would
10% or the 10 milligram one?
or 10 milligram.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I drank like 4 of those here, and I was like, I'll be fine. Like this is normal for me.
You drank
And
4?
then, dude.
Oh my
I
God,
think
I made a yell.
I
Oh my
technically I technically ordered 2, but then my other 2 friends didn't finish theirs, so I finished theirs. And we went to like a show after that night, and I was like, I'll be fine. Everything's fine. And then I totally was, and I had like one of the best experiences at a show that I had had in a long time. I was just like, oh, yep, this is it. And I'm like about to get into this mosh pit. Like, yep, this is it.
The last time I drank 4, I remember like I timed it right, so I was just like, I was at Bellhop and they like had the simple
Oh,
syrup
yeah,
that was
yeah.
infused. So like I remember like you could get a fucking 40 milligram drink if you wanted. So I remember like I ordered a 40 milligram one.
They shut
went
that down
to-
kind of quick.
They did, yeah.
I mean, you can still take a squeeze bottle of it
Yeah.
and like put it in wherever you want.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I remember went to East Village Pantry, loaded up on some snacks, and then got home within like 10 minutes Do you remember those like anti-marijuana PSAs? I was just like,
The girl that's like
I'm
deflating.
that bitch with no bones.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the best.
God, I remember the night before we were going to release them, Zach and I split a 5 milligram, and I don't really smoke,
Yeah.
like every once in a while. But I drank half a can, and I had to work the floor that night, and I'm just like moving this slow, like at the bar helping customers.
But
just
in your
trying
head,
not-
everything's like flying past
Yeah.
you.
Or in your head, were you moving slow, but really you were just moving out of normal?
I think I was doing both. I was moving slow and just moving and slow. Everything was slow to me. So I really don't drink them, but
They work.
they work.
I'm in the
They're
same boat
all
as
right.
you. That it hits hard. Yeah.
For me, it was normal.
Okay.
I'll just put it that way. All right, let's talk about this
What is this?
this Kush beer we got here.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'll
s-
let James talk about this one.
This beer's Making Good Time. That's what the name is. This is a kind of a throwback. Our first year or two, we were making Vermont IPA. And that was Vermont is where like, or the Northeast is where hazy kind of started, like proto hazies, I guess.
Oh, really?
If you're talking about like what hazy is now. So it's kind of a throwback to that. So they're a little drier, a little more bitter. But then we're like, it'd be sick. Let's throw some terpenes in there. So we threw in some blackberry kush terpenes. So you can definitely smell it on the nose for sure.
And taste it a little bit, like right at first.
Yeah. And then it's loaded with hops too. Some throwback hops too. Simcoe, Crystal, and I think Mosaic. So it's the most modern hop that's in there. It's a really cool beer. It's danky as hell because
It is very dank.
on the recipe it was input incorrectly. Luke was just laughing about this last week too. He's like, yeah, I put in so just the way our software works, it only goes by like half batches because one beer takes 2 days to brew. So you have to put it in as like, so if the total amount of ingredients is 100, for the recipe you have to put in 50. And he put in the full thing. And so when one of our other brewers went to go throw it in, he threw in double.
Oh,
And
no.
so that's why and we were like, at first we were a little concerned when it was in the tank, but then when it came out and we were tasting it, we're like, oh, this is actually pretty sick.
Yeah.
So it is very aromatic for sure.
It's very good. It feels like I'm eating weed.
When we put the terpenes in, and there were so many that at the same time they were going in, one of our employees walked in, and it smelled like they were had just
Yeah.
smoked a bunch of marijuana. So that whole day we're like, we gotta talk to this dishwasher.
Talk to me after your shift.
And then the next day we're like, oh, it's the terpenes. So
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
Like right as you're about to fire that person, they're like busting the door. Like, wait, we figured out why. No,
It's
I'm
the
just-
terps.
That is
But
awesome.
It's been kind of a polarizing beer, but overall very positive.
yeah.
Even my in-laws, who absolutely do not do the weed. I brought that over for a family dinner, and they were like, "Oh, this is our favorite beer."
You should try this.
they did like 40 years ago. They were doing it 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had to have tried
They
it.
brought him back.
Yeah.
Brought
Yeah.
him back.
Had to.
They just don't like the weed of today.
It's too strong, honestly.
It's just like Monster Fuck Jam 3000, and it's just like a tiny bite-sized thing that has 3,000 milligrams in it. It's just
It
like
is-
this is
it's too powerful nowadays. Like, in beer right now, low alcohol stuff's getting popular.
Yeah.
Bring back low THC stuff. Okay?
please.
Yeah.
Like,
For
let me-
fuck's sake.
Let-
That
when I
Mexican red hair, yeah.
when I was in my, I don't even know what that is, but if it's that good,
that brickweed swag you grew up smoking.
bring it back. We should have a brand that's just like swag. It's just
Oh,
For
yeah.
people like Pete and I that just don't have that high of a tolerance.
Honestly, please.
when I was smoking weed, I loved a spliff.
Same.
So yes, so
I
it's
love
like
a little bit of tobacco. That's the difference.
100%.
It's
I liked
tobacco
it.
and weed.
Oh,
together.
okay.
I liked it 50-50.
Yeah.
And it has like a bone, so like really, it's not very large, because
Right.
I'd smoke it on the way to Pizza Hut.
It feels like
To
you're
go work an
smoking a
8-hour
cigarette.
shift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I miss that. So let's bring those back.
I agree. That's a good like hard take there for sure.
Is that a hard take? I don't know.
Oh,
That's-
kinda, yeah. Because I feel like most people want as much alcohol content in their beer as possible.
Some people do.
Some people do, and I feel
I
like
mean, when I first started drinking, yeah, that's how I would order.
well, and same thing.
What's
yeah.
got the highest ABV? Give me that.
If the ABVs are
how I
listed
still am.
on the menu, oh yeah, I'm just looking for the highest number, and I'm
just,
like, I want
struggling through an imperial stout, just fucking hating my life.
that. Okay, so what? So do you guys still sell climbing kites here, or you said it was
Oh,
it was
yeah.
bought out, or it was
It's
sold to a different company
not,
or something?
Not bought out or sold, but more people jumped into it.
Okay.
And
So you guys just said divorce, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, we
Ooh, what does that
sold.
mean?
I mean, it's divorced in the sense of like production and stuff here. Like it is like Pete and I really don't have insight into that from like a back end area.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But yeah, it was. This is probably public knowledge, but it was bought by Big Grove,
Yes.
our
Yeah.
neighbors
Is it
across
Big
the
Grove
street.
or ownership of Big Grove?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's call it Big Grove.
What's the difference?
Let's put that on their shoulders. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. It's on Big Grove.
So I mean, but they're so. I mean, obviously they're so good with what they do and how they're expanding. Like they had the room to expand climbing kites and
Yeah.
Yeah.
market it, and I mean they're geniuses. So
Cool. Yeah, but it did originate here, like at Lua.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
For sure.
Cool. Okay. I have one more question for you, and then we can get into douche of the week, and then get into our Patreon.
Love that stuff.
I can't wait to get in douche of the week.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, it's always a good time. Okay. Last question though. What's the number one mistake that people make when trying THC drinks for the first time? Like, is there even a mistake, or do they pretty much know what they're getting themselves into? Do you have to like warn them as like a bartender, or like be like, hey, just so you know, what you ordered has THC in it. It's gonna.
Well, I think our staff, well, we have a really good retention here, and they know exactly like how to talk to a customer about THC. And it used to be a lot different when we had the 5 milligrams and 10 milligrams. Thanks, Kim Reynolds. Sorry, I've been known to get drunk and tweet about Kim Reynolds before.
Dan
But-
Pete's Twitter is a whole other thing that could be a
We'll
thing.
tag that in the description. I'm just kidding.
But I don't know. It's a lot of people when it was 10 milligrams, we'd have to like be,
That's what I loved.
monitor this table,
Right.
just to make sure. And people would try to mix it with vodka, and we're like, you can't do that.
Right.
So right now, I think
But you can't.
You can
So-
at home.
so. I will.
I definitely was doing it at bars.
We will not. We will not here serve mix it for you.
Right. Because you can't.
But like, what's in
legally,
the customer's
right?
hand? Whatever they do with it is on them.
Sure. Yeah. But yeah, we're not.
I mean, I was doing that on my own. Like, it was like
Here?
no, not
Oh,
here.
okay.
God, no, not,
not
here.
here.
No,
Just across the street.
no, not across the street.
Yeah.
It was,
What was the other place called? Big Grove? I'm just kidding.
What was that? Big Grove, Des Moines?
We can cut this.
They have a shot called the Sonic and Knuckles, and we would take the Sonic part with the
Oh,
like,
it's
the
up down.
yeah, with the blueberry vodka and like the lime juice, and drop it in a pint glass full of climbing kites. We call it the Sonic Adventure.
And I love that. And I think
that's
That
funny.
actually would be really good.
And I think
was
that's
really
okay.
good.
I think that's okay. I'm not going to hate on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say, I don't know. I think just having a knowledgeable staff and being able to talk about it and it just goes a long way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we have any problem. I don't think we've ever had a problem, even when there were 5 and 10 milligrams.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just got to, it's just like, you don't want to overserve people beer. you
Of
know?
course, yeah.
So it's just,
Same concept. Well, and I guess I was more or less thinking too, like if like servers have to have that knowledge beforehand in order to like be able to sell it or anything like that,
Yeah, I'm pretty certain they all know what a climbing kite does to you. So
Front of house? Huh. Yeah, they might.
Dude, I've had like 6 climbing kites today. I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyways, let's get into our douche of the week.
I can talk from my brewing experience. I have some when I was also bartending too, but brewing wise, I guess it's more of like a genre, I suppose. But it's at home brewers, which I should be more nice to. I am nice to them. But every
Oh,
time
that's how you started.
Yeah.
It is how I started, yeah, for sure. But if you come in here as a home brewer and then you try to tell me what I should do better about my beer,
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to be very amenable to that critique. You know what I mean? Like if you're just like, oh, I know better than you. Or like there'll be some people that come in here and they're just like, not in here. It was worse at Cabco. But I remember one guy coming up to me and he's like saying he's a home brewer and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Mind you, that I'm brewing it. Like I'm having a full day. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, what?
In the middle,
Okay,
you're in the
that's
middle
great.
of your job.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of my job. He starts talking about his Hefeweizen, which is like,
I've always been told
With
that
a little-
Hefeweizens are like good breakfast beers.
yeah.
The-
So it is a good breakfast beer. But
Yeah.
yeah, this guy came in here. He's talking about his Hefeweizen recipe, and he's like, yeah, I like to throw a little roasted malt. Roasted malt typically is in like very dark beers. And he's like, yeah, throw a little bit of it in there for color. I'm like, color? It should
On
be
the
like it should be
Hefeweizen.
like white.
Yeah.
Or not like white, but like, pale yellow.
Yeah.
And then he just walked off, and I was like, I am so befuddled right now. So then I ripped 2 more shots of Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
Yeah, got right over it.
I would say though that's the equivalent of like somebody coming up to the bar and being like, "Oh, I'm a bartender too. You should make this drink, and this is how you make it." And anytime anybody does that to me, I'm like, I can't make that.
Yep.
Even if I can, I'm just like,
Yeah, we don't have
"No."
the stuff for it.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been lying about that a lot lately.
Dude.
A lot.
It's like one of my big pet peeves when people come in and they're like, "Have you made Nerds Jolly Rancher mix shot?" And it's like, I mean, we have a Nerds and a Jolly Rancher shot. Like, you can just pick one and we make it
What
here.
do you do for your Jolly Rancher shots?
It's just all pucker and sour,
That's
and
so
then
fucking gross.
it's
Oh, there's
it
no
is
Jolly
really
Ranchers
gross.
in there,
No.
I would
I
think
want to
you'd
go to
throw-
Bomb Bar now.
Yeah,
That
dude,
sounds
that's what I'm
fun.
saying.
We should
It
go to
is-
Bomb Bar.
You guys should.
It's a
You
good
should
time.
come in.
It is a good time.
I'll be there all weekend, Thursday through Saturday.
Shout out Caleb.
Shout out Caleb.
Love Caleb.
You know Caleb? He's my
I
boss.
worked with him at a bait shop.
Bait shop. Yeah, that's right. He
All of them. Brandy.
Oh, yeah. He was a photographer, too, isn't
Yep.
he?
Yeah.
Yep.
He did, when I worked at Hy-Vee
Hy-Vee
Corporate
ads,
for a minute.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does all the Hy-Vee photos.
Yeah.
Yeah. He Andy
crazy.
and Caleb, are both my bosses. Great guys. Great
Oh, yeah.
dudes. Love working
Fun.
for them. They're the reason I work there, is literally why.
Well, I have a douche of the week.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Google Assist.
Yeah.
That's a good
Working
That is a good one.
here. And I get Google Assist is nice for like people who are deaf. You can't like call into LUA. But Friday nights we'll get 6 calls. It's from Google. Hi, this is an assisted call from Google. I have a customer wondering what the wait is for a party of 4. I'm like, it's not New York City. We have spots. Just come in.
Oh, my God.
And it's like my douche of the week is people not wanting to call in. Just call in.
Yeah.
Don't use AI.
Yeah.
Just call in, talk to somebody.
I didn't know that was
saves
a
me-
thing.
It
I didn't
saves me
either.
45 seconds.
Yeah.
AI cannot be, like, that can't be any quicker
Because
than
you
just
just
calling
go to
in.
Google, you go to Lua, and you can like check wait time.
I mean, I'm sure it's for the
Hit it.
people that like are just afraid to speak to a person.
Yeah,
Sure.
but it's 2026.
Like-
Don't be afraid.
It's more important to them to like not speak to a person than it is to save 45 seconds.
Yeah.
See, I'm the total opposite. I want to talk to a person. I don't want to talk to a computer. And it drives me fucking
Well, like,
insane.
if it's a Friday, it's loud in here.
Yeah.
I can't hear the phone all the time. Like, and just when I do get to it, and I'm trying to run, 5 trays out at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're holding the phone.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Holding all the
So
trays.
that's my douche of the week.
It's Google Assist. That's a good one.
Google
That is
Assist.
a good one. Do you? Okay, so wait. You guys have the wait times on Google. So is
We
it?
don't. So they call and ask what the wait time is for a party of 2, a party of 4, a party
Through
of 6.
Google.
Through Google.
Huh.
And it's nice, but I just don't think it's being used correctly. And
We'll just put your phone number on the Facebook page.
honestly,
Pete works enough. He doesn't need to work anymore. Wait, so it calls you with this automated voice.
Yeah.
And then what your response is then sent to them as what, like a text message
well,
or something?
it starts off. You can say it says.
Or
You can
voicemail?
see it says Google Assist. You go hello, and then hello. This is Google Assist. And if you don't say anything back, it won't end the call. And so you like have to keep talking to it.
Oh.
Oh god.
But does it send it to the person that requested it as like a voicemail or like?
I have no idea.
That's what
I've never done it.
Or
You know what? I
would
I'll-
assume it just
I'll try it.
translates
Yeah.
what you
On the
said
air.
and
Yeah,
sends them a text or something.
but I find that I'm rude on the phone to Google Assist. I don't.
Dude,
Well, it's not a person.
Yeah, Google
know, but
Assist doesn't deserve your manners.
I don't want to be rude
so
to it, but I
mean to
am.
AI.
I am. I mean,
Fucking clankers.
Yes, exactly. Yes. That's my favorite sort of future racism. Just robots.
future racism
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
AI.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
iRobot.
Yeah.
Shout out
so
Will
funny.
Smith.
Yeah,
Google
shout
Assist,
out Will Smith.
Get out of here.
Yeah, what was he calling him in iRobot? Canners?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't know.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie. Great movie though.
Slappers.
Slappers only. Goldeneye.
Was that 3 years old at this point? I don't know when he did that. 2 years ago? 3 years ago.
Yeah, but if you use Google Assist, I'm not talking shit about you. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you're deaf, I'm not talking shit about you.
But if you're
Just talking shit
able-bodied,
about
just
Google.
call
Just
in.
Call in. I'd love to
Yeah.
hear your voice. I'd love to give you exact details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to give you just a number
Right.
because it could be. I could say we have a table for 4, but it could be the only table left.
That'd be funny if they just get a voicemail back and it's just you just being like, yeah, just fucking come in.
Yeah.
Got plenty of spots.
It is fun that if they do call and I know it's them, I use like a fun name just to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Pete'll use the name of somebody else that's in the room. That's a bit you do.
Dude,
a bad idea.
I do that bit too.
Whoever's
That's so funny.
Whoever's closest to me.
Hello, this is James.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. I do
Thanks,
that
Carlo.
all the
This
time.
is James Heckathorn.
Dude, I used to have a manager that would do that. He would answer the call behind the bar, and then he would just look me dead in the eyes and be like, "Hello, this is Jaden. How can I help you?" And I'm just like, God damn, he's gonna say something dumb, and I'm gonna get a fucking complaint on Google.
Anytime I've had like a disgruntled customer that like I can tell they're trying to get information to leave a scathing review. They're just like, what is your name? I'm like, my name? It's Michael.
It's Google Assist.
My name is Google Assist. How may I
Name's
help
Jeff
you?
Bezos.
Yeah. Well, somebody called El Bait Shop once, and somebody answered, "This is Pete," and it was my mom. And she started talking because I wasn't answering my mom's phone calls. And
Classic.
I think they just hung up on my mom.
I don't know. Some lady saying that she was your mom called. I don't know. I hung up on her.
You guys should get Pete's mom on the podcast.
Dude, we should. What's
I
your
would
mom?
love to get Pete's
what's your-
mom on the podcast.
What's your mom's phone number and address?
It's 911. I think her address right now is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Probably. Bradley, do you have a douche of the week?
I was just about to ask you if you had a douche of the week.
God, I need to think of one.
I mean, I
still.
don't know. I don't necessarily have one for like from the week because I kind of just talked about it all yesterday.
Yeah.
But I do remember like the first time I got like in like a real bad altercation with someone.
Like
Where,
physically?
Like, no, not like necessarily physically, but it was just like I was pretty new to bartending.
Oh yeah.
And I was kind of like afraid to like stand up for myself or like kick people out or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember like this guy came in and I was just like, oh, this guy's clearly homeless. I don't know if he was or not. I don't think he was, but like I was just like, I don't think this guy's gonna be able to pay for his beer. So like I remember like he came in and he was just like super aggressive. He's like, let me get a beer. And I'm like, yeah, man. What kind? He was like, fucking Bud. And I'm like, all right, yeah, fucking Bud. Here you go, Bud. This Bud's for you. And
Was he homeless?
there we go. Still no idea, but
Well, you can talk shit about him if you guys. So. But he'll never see it.
and so I grabbed the beer and I was just like, it'll be $4. And he's just like, open it. And I was just like, I need to make sure you got money first. He's like, you don't think I got money? I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I do this to everyone. I don't, but and then he like hands me some cash. And I was like, all right, cool. So I open it. I go to hand it to him, and he's like, set it on the bar. And I'm like,
Jesus.
okay. So I set it down on the bar, and as I'm like walking towards the register to ring it up, I just hear him go, stupid motherfucker. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to ring this in. So I just give him his money back, give him the beer, and then I'm just like, get the fuck out of here right now.
Oh, you took the beer?
Yeah, I took the beer away from him, dumped it out, and told him to get the fuck out.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Dude,
It was like,
Was he
you
mad?
Don't, you don't
You
talk
didn't
to people
even
like
drink it?
that. No.
That reminds me, if I can have a kind of another one.
of
if that's
course,
okay.
of course.
As I was working at Twisted Vine, it was my last night there. I was closing by myself. I was like, I can't fucking wait to get out of here. This old guy comes in. He's like, I don't know, semi-regular, I guess. He'd come in like once or twice a month. He's with his daughter. Older dude. And like, had just given him a beer. And his daughter, adult daughter, obviously. I don't serve underage people. Des Moines Police Department. Come on. I definitely check
Come
IDs
on.
every time too.
They totally listen to this
Come
podcast.
on.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we
DD,
got
come on.
Oh, I know they do. They tweet about it sometimes. I don't know if you've seen that. Served them their beers, and then I had two friends at the end of the bar because I was closing. Whatever, some people are coming in saying hi, and just chatting with them. They're drinking, and then I just hear, "Hey, Poindexter."
Oh, no.
What the fuck?
Who calls people Poindexter
I
anymore?
had like the classic like black horn rimmed glasses.
Oh,
on.
Yeah.
okay.
It was like 5 years ago. I'm like, what? And he's like, I want another beer. I'm like, okay, sure. I guess I'm your man to do that. But yeah, well, what would you like? And he's like, and then he looks at the menu to go look at something. And I'm
Did
like,
you get my attention and not know
I
what you
hate
wanted?
that.
yeah, I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
You just flag me down to think about it?
Yeah, and then his daughter's like,
Hey,
Dad.
barkeep.
Yeah.
Hey, barkeep.
Yeah, you barkeep. I'd have been like, oh, that's kind of cool. His daughter's like, dude, Dad, chill. And I was like, okay, fine. Gave him his beer, and then I tabbed him out immediately. And he's like, I can't drink anymore. And I'm like, I mean, you're kind of being rude. I
Yeah.
was like, I was trying to sail out of here. I don't stand up for myself very well, especially back then. And I was like, I'm not gonna fight this old man. His daughter straight up walked out before he started signing his check and stuff.
Damn.
She was embarrassed.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
I mean,
Good.
I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Not for him, but
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, you just called me Poindexter in front of my friends.
Poindexter. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's such a like
Call me Buddy Holly at least. Make me feel good.
it's such like an old derogatory term for nerd.
Yeah. Sir, if I was a nerd, I'd probably be working in like computers or something. I wouldn't be bartending.
I definitely relate to you on that though, is that like I also have a hard time standing up for myself sometimes.
Yeah.
Like behind the bar. Cause it's like I don't usually give a shit enough to like if somebody's mad at me specifically,
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, okay, I'm sorry, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like, this is all I can do is give you my apology. And if you want to continue to be a dick about this, it's either you're gonna get kicked out or like
Sure.
And they're not mad with you. They're just
Right.
mad about it's usually something else. and-
Exactly.
Yeah, it's easier for me to like either like tab you out or give you another beer
Yeah.
than it is for me to like have even like 2 words of confrontation. Like I will do anything to avoid confrontation.
Yeah.
So it's like
I kind of have a douche of the week
Yes.
similar to that. Okay, so I was working in the basement. So sometimes when people come into the basement, we have a security guard there already. It was really slow, so we had this like one customer walk in, and she just like kind of beelined it to the stairs. Like didn't stop at the bar, didn't like whatever. And so I was like, "Hey, lady, like, can I get your ID?" Like, and she's like, I'm obviously an adult. And I was like, okay, well, I just need to see your ID, like, if I can. And she was like, this is insane. I'm clearly an adult. Like, I'm not a child. Like, and I was like, yep, you're an adult. Like, yeah, okay, here's your ID back. Like, and then she walks upstairs. I don't see her for maybe 5 minutes. She comes back downstairs, and she was like, I was just assaulted upstairs. And I was like, security, like we need to get security
what?
over here. And she was just like, I was just trying to play darts, and then this other girl, like I must have been in her way, and she like shoved me. And I was like, I don't think this lady just shoved you
Yeah,
if you were
that's-
in her way. Like,
That's insane.
and so
No one
I,
escalates that quickly.
I think what happened is that she was like wanting to play darts and probably got in front of people that were already playing darts, and then they were just like, hey, you're in the way. I think that's probably the escalation that happened. So she comes back downstairs and was like, yeah, I was just assaulted. And I was like, I don't know what you want me to do about this. So I'm going to get our security guard and have him deal with this.
Do you want a beer about it?
Yeah.
Or
And so then,
how can I help you?
And so then, yeah, so then even the security guard is like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, do you want me to go and talk to them? And she was like, yes.
Kill them.
Yes, go.
Go kill them,
She
please.
was like, go and talk to them.
Call
and then,
Google Assist on them.
yeah. And so the security guard, he kind of looks at me like from the side eye and he's like, all right, I'm going to go talk to them. And he just walked upstairs, talked to the security guard upstairs, came back downstairs and was like, nobody really saw anything. We can get you a beer on the house if you want. And she was like, no, I don't drink. And then she just started like going off on all these like problems, like, oh, I've got mental health and my brother is addiction, blah, blah, blah. And we were just like, okay, like, here's a water. But then she just kept going off like, I was assaulted. And we were like, dude, it's not that I don't believe you, but clearly you're escalating this out of proportion. Obviously I didn't say that, but then we were basically sitting there and I was like, well, you kind of can't just like come in, complain about something and then not spend any money. And then like, so I guess it's
not really any incentive to keep you around.
Right.
If you're not,
yeah. That's where I was like, you're kind of being a douche right now. Like, I understand, like, maybe somebody touched you and you don't like being touched. Totally fine. Like, I understand that that's a problem. However, you're expecting me to, like, kick out these people because they may or may not have touched you. Like, it was a shoulder brush, if anything. Like, and so, yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was weird. But
how many excuse me's do you give someone who's standing in your way before you just shove them out of the way?
2, usually.
Damn.
I don't shove them.
2?
I don't
7.
shove them. I'll be like, excuse me, and then if they're still standing there, I'll just be like, excuse me, and then I'll just like walk through.
Do you do the shoulder like tap? You know, where you're just like,
Oh,
kinda,
yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Like, that's my go-to. Is always like, excuse me, like, get the fuck out of my
Yeah,
way.
I do like
Yeah.
a light tap. Excuse me, coming through. Like, and I'll just point that direction I'm leaving. Like,
Oh, I do the like, touch the shoulder,
Yeah.
keep it on there until I'm like, excuse me.
yeah.
That's the fastest way.
And
I
then
think.
usually just start applying more pressure until they're fucking until they're just out of the way.
I will never get in
sometimes
your
on their
way.
like, I use the other hand to like caress their cheek. Maybe kiss on the back
Excuse
of their neck.
me.
Excuse me.
I super hate being touched. Like that's like my least favorite thing probably in the entire world. And that like I can't stand it whenever people will go up and do the arm on the shoulder and it just freaks me out and I'm like a scared little deer. I like jump up and I'm like, ugh, get the fuck away from me.
Well, and it's such a common thing in the service
you get
industry.
out of my way immediately. then.
So fast.
Yeah.
So fast.
More
I try
people
to-
should be like you.
I try to, as soon as I hear somebody say, excuse me, I don't care if it's a rock across the room, I jump out of the way. I'm like,
There we go.
He's
That's what I'm
just
talking
don't
about.
fucking touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
All right.
I'm the opposite.
Oh, really?
Touch me all you want.
Just love being touched.
I'll move, but you can keep the hand there.
No, I'll lean into it.
You just like, yeah, somebody
He
lays
moves
a hand
back
on the
in.
shoulder and
Yeah.
you're like,
Oh, this is nice. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
I've been touched for a while.
this is nice. This is nice. What do you need?
Yeah, there's a knot. There's a knot in my shoulder. You want to rub that out real quick?
Honestly.
Yeah.
You want to get in there deep like? Yeah. All right. Do we have any last calls before we get into Patreon, which is only $5 a month? It's all of our uncensored extra content. Plus, you get an episode early each week. So you'll get this episode early, you'll get an extra episode, and you'll get all of our bonus content.
Sounds lit.
It's
Whoa.
only $5. It's only $5 a month, and you get all of that.
That's barely a Busch Light.
I know.
That's less than our cheapest beer here.
So you might as well just
And you get 4
buy it.
episodes.
And you get 4 episodes a month.
I mean,
yeah.
this isn't a crazy story, but this goes with the cost of LUA's beer.
Okay.
We
never mind.
were we were all at Carl's once for a collab with Dimensional
Oh shit.
out of
Okay.
Dubuque.
Yes.
And we were all playing pool.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
this old guy came up. He goes, "What are you guys doing?" I'm like, we just made a beer up the street. We're here playing pool, having drinks afterwards. He goes, "Well, where do you work?" I'm like, "Oh, we're at LUA." And he goes, "LUA, I went there recently. I paid $8.50 for a beer."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, you got the cheap one." And then we stopped talking to him.
I think we later found him drunkenly fumbling with the ATM.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he was actually trying to call here with Google Assist.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
With the, he's like, I'm trying to talk to the ATM on the phone with Google Assist.
A customer would like to withdraw
Okay.
$20.
What is the wait?
That's hilarious. We definitely should do a Google Assist sketch.
Yeah.
And do that. That'd be
Yeah, I
really
didn't know
funny.
this is the thing until
You guys should
today.
interview Google Assist.
Oh god, that would
a
take
whole
forever.
episode. Thank you.
I guess you're not at Bomb Bar. You're not getting a call for like a table.
No. So that's why I suggested putting your personal phone number on the Facebook page because that's what they do at Bomb Bar.
I'm so glad I work at a bar without a phone.
Yeah, we don't have a phone in the bar, but yeah, other than that.
It just goes to Caleb.
It really does. All right. Well, with that, we'll get into our Patreon. We're going to take a little break here. So make sure you are subscribed on Patreon. Thank you, LUA Brewing, for doing this with us. Thank you, James. Thank you, Pete, for doing this. This has been a lot of fun. Are there handles that people can follow you guys at?
Yeah, at LUA Brewing on Instagram, LUA Brewing on Facebook. Don't use Google Assist when you reach out to us,
Yeah.
Or do.
If you're deaf.
but only
If
on
you need it.
But only on Travis's shift, and we will post Travis's shifts on Facebook.
It'll be in the
and his phone number.
description.
Yes, yeah.
The Travis's shifts will be in the description
And
below.
he's so sweet. He would be so nice about it. So
He'd be, yeah. So check us out there. I think our Instagram is probably the most up to date and informative for sure. Also,
Perfect.
luabeer.com.
theirbeer.com.
Okay.
Check out our website. It's sick.
Awesome. We'll have all of that in the description. And if you're watching right now, it'll probably be up on the screen. Make sure you're also following Poor People Podcast. And make sure you come out to Lua and get some beers and some food, man. This has been awesome.
Get out here.
Yeah,
come
get
chill.
out here. Come hang out. Come hang out.
America's #1 brew pub.
And make sure you just
2025.
walk
Let's go.
right into the brewery and ask for James.
Yeah.
No,
Do
I'm
that.
just kidding.
So like walk me through everything right now.
And James's schedule is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also in the description below. Yeah. For richer,
richer,
for
for
poor.
poor.
Thanks for watching Poor People.
people.
Yeah.